Hello, my name is Dinesh Hirani, the creator of the FootyScorer app. This is my first tutorial and I hope you find it useful. Let's begin by launching the FootyScorer app. Let's first look at the UI. You will see that at the top you can see the application name and in brackets the name of the event that is currently selected. Next to the name is a button what allows you to edit the event, and next to that is a plus button which allows you to add an event. You can see there are two events. I created the event called test event for this demo. You will only see the event default when you first launch the app. The default event cannot be removed. You can assign teams etc. to that default event, but please remember you cannot delete it. At the bottom you have many tabs. Let me go through each of them. I've already explained the events tab, which allows you to create a group, which is sort of like the name of a tournament or something, or even a date. Let's look at the Teams tab. The Teams tab allows you to add teams. You can remove the teams by swiping from the right to left. Let's look at the Fixtures tab. As you can see, an ad will pop up. That's how I get paid, so if you don't mind clicking on the ads, that'd be great. Anyway, the Fixtures tab. You can see there are many buttons at the top. The plus button allows you to add a single fixture. The button next to it allows you to add many fixtures, but these are fixtures generated by the app. It uses an algorithm that tries to make sure the same team does not play the following match. Where it fails that combination, it will then play that team. You then have a remove button where you can remove all the fixtures, or you can just swipe from right to left and you can remove a single fixture, and the refresh button. The Tables tab. The Tables tab shows the current standing of the league table. This is where you could see the position of each team, how many games they've played, won, drawed, lost, goals scored, goal conceded, and goal difference, and most important, the number of points the team have got. Let's go through the other tabs. Now the more tabs allows you to see all the other tabs. We now have 5 more tabs in here. Players, settings, scorers table, assist table, and clean sheets. The players tab allows you to add individual player, edit them, delete them, and assign them to a team. The settings tab allows you to switch features on or off. As you can see, currently there's only 3 features in the settings. Scorers table allows you to see all the goal scorers sorted by the top scorer at the top. You can also see the players who scored the own goals. Assists table allows you to see all the players that have assisted the goals, with the top assist at the top. The clean sheets tab allows you to see the goalkeepers that have kept the most clean sheets, sorted by the highest at the top. Now let's begin with my example. I've gone back to the Events tab and I'm going to select the test event. By selecting it, it has automatically populate the team's fixtures and tables based on what I recorded prior to starting this demo. So in this example, the test event will have 3 teams, but I have currently created 2. I will create the third team just to show you how that can be done. But before I do that, let me just go through Team 1 and Team 2 just to give you an understanding of what's inside those teams. Team 1, as you can see, there are 5 players associated to Team 1. David Bess happens to be a goalkeeper, but I will explain how you can see that. Craig Cool, Phil Jones, Mike Tott and James White. You can add players, as you can see there, and assign. We'll explain this further down. So let's add a team. We press the plus button, type the name of the team, in our case Team 3, add new team. We select the team and we're going to add players to this team. Let's first add the goalkeeper. I'm going to call him Trevor Jones. And I'm going to switch the goalkeeper tag on. Add new player. You can see Trevor Jones is now associated to this team. We'll add another player called Tommy Baker. He's just a normal player, so he's not a goalkeeper, so we'll just add him. We'll add another player, Paul High. We'll add another player, John Bake. And finally I'm going to add my last player called Phil Jones. Now, my tournament is a 5-a-side tournament. You can create a team of 7-a-side, 11-a-side, 9-a-side, whatever number of players you want to add. There's no limit to that. I'm going to save the team. And we now have the 3 teams, what I planned. And we'll now look at the fixtures. As you can see, there's no fixtures. We're going to get the app to create the fixtures automatically. We'll press the button, second button, so the button after the plus, which does the fixtures automatically. As you can see, it's automatically created 3 fixtures. Now, because there's only 3 teams, one team will have to play twice, as you can see. So Team 1 versus Team 2, then Team 1 versus Team 3, and Team 2 versus Team 3. As I said, if you want to delete a fixture, just swipe to the left and you can see the delete, and you can delete. If you want to add another fixture, just press the add button, and you just, again, the ads come up. Just ignore that for a second. Then you choose your home team and the away team, and it'll add that fixture away. It's very simple. And if you want to remove everything, you click the remove, and of course it warns you, so make sure you know what you're doing when you do this. In this case I'm going to say no. Let's play a game. So let's play Team 1 versus Team 2. So I will select, before I start this game, I want to show you a setting that I want to switch on. So we'll go into settings and we'll record the player's scorer and the player assist. By default this is switched off. I've done that just for speed really. I will reduce the minutes for this game just for this demo, but normally 5-a-side games are roughly around 6 minutes each half. But anyway, I'll do 3 minutes just to give you a feel of the app. Save settings, and we'll now go into the fixtures. We will select that fixture. Okay, sorry, my fault. Start again. We'll select the fixture. And you can see it's automatically selected the home keeper and the away keeper. You can, however, choose a different keeper from a different team for this fixture, for whatever reason, but you can do that. It allows you to do that. Or you can enter the score, as you can see, pressing the plus and the minus button. Or you can start the game, which is what I'm going to do, begin game. As you can see, our default was 3 minutes. You can override it here for this single fixture if you wanted to, or you can just start the game, which is what I'm going to do. As you can see, the game's now been played and the app is timing it. You can press the pause button if any actions happen and you want to pause the game, and you can see the time's paused, and you can continue the game again. Let's say Team 2 has just scored, so we press the plus button, and it tells you that Team 2 has scored the first goal. it wants the name of the scorer, so let's say Rob Take has scored, and the assist was Phil High, and it said it records the time of the score. So in this case, it was 1 minute hasn't gone, so it's roughly 0 minutes. So you can see now Rob Take has scored in 0 minutes. Let's wait for the clock to tick down a bit more, and then you'll see how this would work. So we'll put another scorer for team 2. Let's wait for it. So just to show you that it'll switch to 1 minute after 1 minute's gone. So let's do that now. There we go. It's 1 minute now, and we'll do another scorer, and we'll say Tom High scored, and say I don't know, Phil High assisted. Right, and you can see that's recorded. So that's the end of the game. The game finished. I'm just going to speed things up. I'll press save score. It will then save the fixtures, as you can see, and you can see the score 0-2. You can go back in and sort of remove the fixture if you wanted to by deleting the score and then saving it again, and that resets it back to as if the game has not been played. Let's go to the tables tab so you can see the standing. As you can see, team 2 won. They scored 2 goals, so the goal difference is 2, and they got 3 points. Team 1 lost. They conceded 2 goals, so that's why the goal difference is -2. Let's go to the More tab, and we're going to look at just the scorers table and the assists and the clean sheets. So scorers table, you can see Rob Tate scored 1 goal, Tom High scored another goal, which is why you see that. The assist table, you see Phil High had 2 assists. Basically. Clean sheets, James White had 1 clean sheet. So let's create another fixture. So let's start another fixture, sorry, and we'll begin that game again. 3 minutes, and we'll start it. And let's say Phil Jones just scored, and David Best. And say team 3, say we had another goal on team 1, and this time it was an own goal. So say Paul High from team 3 has scored. As you can see, every players are populated, and there was no assist, it was just an own goal. You can now say own goal and save the score, and you can see the OG has popped in straight away. So the game ended 2-0, and I'll save the fixture. And go to the tables, and you can see the standing there. Team 2 still at the top. Team 1 played 2, but they've lost 1 game, and the goal difference is now 0. Go to the More tab, and you can now see the top scorers, assist, and clean sheets. Very simple. Now, one more thing, I want to show you the Players tab, which I didn't sort of go in more detail. As you can see now, all the players are associated to a team. Now, if I just go into one of the player, like the goalkeeper for example, you can see you can assign a player to a maximum of 6 teams. This is mainly for like where you have friendlies, where you got less players and you got your good players who wants to play for maybe 1 or 2 teams, and you can choose to do so. Or maybe a goalkeeper that you want to play against 2 teams, you can do the same thing here. You can also assign a photo. You can take a photo, choose a photo to the player, and that is registered to that player. And most important, you can delete the player, and it will only allow you to delete it if it's not associated to a team and it has not played a game. You can delete a team, as I said before, and you can add many fixtures as you go. So to add an event, sorry, not fixture, add an event. To add an event is just click on add, type the event name, and add new event. My event, add new event, and you can see it's just popped up. You can also copy an event. So if you say don't want to enter the players again, all these players, you don't want to enter those again, and you have another tournament and you want to copy that event, you press that button next to the plus on the left hand side, edit, you press the copy button, you give it the name of your new event, say, I don't know, 2, you've got the option to clear scores. You can carry the scores over, you can clear them, but keep the fixtures, which is what I normally do. I clear the scores, it makes it easier. Copy event, and what you'll see now is our new event's there, but the fixtures are there, but no scores. So our league table is 0, and the scorers table, of course, nothing's there, neither the assist, neither the clean sheet, but most important, our players have been copied across, which saves you a lot of time. As I said, you can delete the event by just swiping and just press delete, and that goes. And one thing I didn't show you is you can clear everything from that event. So I can press the clear and say yes. What that does is it deletes all the teams, etc., and players, as if you just added the event without nothing in there. Yeah, it's just there. I mean, it does warn you if you do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It has shown you the core features. I am planning to add more features later, but if you got any feedbacks, etc., please email it to me. Email address is apps@rpdproperties.co.uk. I really hope you enjoyed the app. It is free. Please carry on clicking on the ads. That's how I get paid. Thank you for watching.